for part 2. In the previous session, we learnt about the legislature. Today, we will focus on the executive, the law implementers, and the vital process that connects them. Lawmaking. Let us trace the full, elaborate, and rigorous journey of a bill to an act, a process designed to prevent hasty legislation. A bill is introduced in either house and goes through reading and discussion. It is often referred to as standing committee. This standing committee step is essential. It is where MPs scrutinize the bill line by line, hear from stakeholders, and suggest modifications. Think of it as putting the bill through a high powered inspection. After scrutiny, there is clause by clause discussion and voting on amendments. The bill must then go through the entire process again in the other house. This mandatory repetition ensures maximum scrutiny. If they disagree, a joint sitting can be called. Finally, the bill goes for presidential assent. The president's signature is the final authority that turns the bill into an act, which is then announced via gazette notification. Example: the Right of Children to Free and Compulsory Education Act 2009 RTE, which gives you the right to free and compulsory elementary education, which applies to children aged 6 to 14, followed this exact 9-step path. Now, for the law enforcers, the executive implements the laws made by the legislature. The union executive consists of the president, the vice president, and the council of ministers headed by the prime minister. The president is the head of state and the nominal head of the executive. All actions are taken in his or her name. The Prime Minister is the de facto actual executive authority. The PM leads the Council of Ministers, advises the President, and coordinates all government policies. The most vital element of the system is the accountability of the executive to the legislature. The executive is constantly checked. The primary mechanism for this is the question hour. The question hour is the first hour of a parliament session where ministers must answer questions from MPs about the government decisions and policies. It ensures transparency. Example: the chapter suggests creating interest groups in class and listing questions you would ask your MP about national policies like education funding, and your MLA about state policies like local health clinics. This is exactly what the question hour does on a national level. This accountability includes moral responsibility. The chapter highlights the example of former Railway Minister Sri Lal Bahadur Shastri, who resigned after a train accident. He felt a minister must take moral responsibility for the failures within their ministry. Even if they were not personally at fault, this integrity strengthens the trust people have in their representatives. The system is imitated at the state level. The state executive has the governor, nominal head, and the council of ministers headed by the chief minister, de facto head. State legislatures are called the Vidhan Sabha, Legislative Assembly, and can sometimes have a Vidhan Parishad, Legislative Council. The power to make laws is divided into lists: union list, like defense railways, state list, like police and health, and concurrent list, where both can make laws like education, forest. This structured division ensures both the union and states can function effectively. We have completed the circle. The legislature makes the laws, the executive implements them, and the judiciary acts as the custodian of the constitution. ensuring all branches follows the rules. This is our systems of checks and balances. Before we wrap up, we briefly touch upon the fact that this system is imitated at the state level. Instead of the president, you have the governor, the nominal head. And instead of the PM, you have the chief minister, the de facto executive head. State legislatures like the Vidhan Sabha, Legislative Assembly, make laws based on the state list, like police or public health. This legislative power is systematically divided among the union list, state list, and concurrent list, ensuring that both central and state governments have clear, balanced areas of authority for lawmaking. We have covered the entire system. We saw the legislature make the laws, the executive implement them, and the judiciary interprets the law. The judiciary acts as the custodian of the constitution, ensuring that laws passed by parliament and actions taken by the executive do not violate the constitutional framework. This is the entire robust system of checks and balances. We discussed accountability and the question R. The chapter asks a very important question. What impact does parliament disruption have on the trust people place in their representatives? When valuable time is wasted, it means the executive is not being checked and the quality of law suffers, directly damaging public trust. Your goal is to be an active citizen. To practice, I encourage you to try enacting a model parliament skit with your classmates, role playing the debate, and question R as suggested in the chapter. That is how democracy truly lives on. That is all for today. Keep learning and keep engaging with your democracy. Thank you.